Hi everybody, this is Shawn Phillips with Shawn Phillips Live. This is a part of my instructional videos, and this particular one is a recipe. This is my Shawn's breakfast potatoes. As you see there, that's an actual picture of it. And this will be our finished product. So let's go ahead and break this down for you. These are also known as hash browns or fried potatoes. So the equipment you'll need is a knife, a cast iron pan. You can also use, if you want, a non-stick. Make sure that it's a heavy bottom non-stick so that it's equally distributing the heat. A wooden spoon and a French fry cutter. That is optional. I use it in the video, but you can also use a knife. We're just creating basically a dice with it. So if you want to, just go ahead and feel free to do the dicing. The ingredients are going to be 4 russet potatoes, small. They're going to be about the size of your golden potatoes. Also, you're going to have 2 golden potatoes. This will add a little bit difference in texture. 1 large onion, you can choose yellow or white. 1 large garlic clove, or alternatively you can use 2 small garlic cloves. Chives, I use 4 in this video, but it's really to taste. Also, going back to the large garlic clove, that's also to taste. So if you are a garlic fan, go ahead and add more. It's not going to hurt anything. A lot of things that I do here is just basically to enhance the flavor of the potatoes. So whenever you're cooking something, you don't want it to be drowned it out with the other flavors. You actually want to taste the potatoes, but you want to make potatoes taste better, if that makes sense. Salt and pepper. And also 2 pieces of bacon. I use this in the recipe, and also I use the fat part of it for cooking the potatoes. So I cut them in half, and I use the thick cut. If you're going to use the thin cut, I would go ahead and use 4 pieces because you need a good amount of the fat that's actually in the pan, and also it will. You like that thick for that bite when you're actually biting into the potatoes. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to chop. We're prepping mainly, but what we're going to do first is chop this garlic. Mince the garlic clove. You can do 2 cloves, or like this one is pretty good size, so I'm just going to use 1 on this one. Okay, so that's 1 large minced garlic clove, and this will go into let's go ahead and add that. Next, you'll need 1 onion, and even if you don't like onions, I would really recommend using an onion because the onion changes the flavor and it kind of enhances the potatoes. So use 1 onion. Like I said, unless you're allergic to it, it doesn't really have an onion flavor, and you're not really going to taste the onion in it, but it does enhance the flavor of the potatoes. And the potatoes without the onion taste bland. Even to the people that say that they don't like onions, it definitely tastes better adding to the onion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the top off, and then you see this is the root end. Make sure that that is face down, and then you're just going to cut right through the half of that. And then you're going to peel it. And what that root will do is it will keep all this intact for you, because what we're going to do is dice it. Okay, and then we're going to peel some potatoes. I'm not going to show you the peeling of the potatoes, so we'll speed it up. And you'll do this with both the russet and the white potatoes. Alternatively, you could leave the skin on if you wanted to. Some people like that texture. And then after you get done with the potatoes, then we'll do the French fry cutter. And this just kind of speeds up the time. If you want to dice it with a knife, feel free. I just prefer using this because instead of doing 3 cuts, I just have to do 1. So I just have to do the one across. So, and then what I did is from this point I did all the potatoes and then I cube them to basically the size that you see right there on the French fry cutter. Then we'll do the bacon. Those are cut in half. And then you're going to season the bacon with pepper. And this, all this will do is kind of just add a little bit of depth to the dish. You want to fully cook those. Add the pepper. And then when they're done, just take them off and put them on a paper towel, and you're going to cut them into little bitty pieces to add to the dish later. So I like them a little bit crispier. It's added to the dish late, so whatever texture you like, cook it to that part, and then just cut them into little bitty pieces so that you can add them to the dish, the potatoes. And it's not a lot of bacon, so you're not going to get a lot of the bacon flavor. It's just a hint. Like I said, the objective of when you're cooking any kind of vegetable or any other dish, you want it to taste like the dish that you're making. So if you're making potatoes, you want them to taste like potatoes. Add the potatoes to your cast iron or heavy bottomed non-stick frying pan. That's an alternative. Now, alternative to the bacon grease, you can use anything from olive oil to vegetable oil to, if you have a well-seasoned cast iron pan or a good heavy-bottomed non-stick pan, then you can even go dry, although the flavor, you're not going to have a lot of flavor, but you know, some people prefer that. It's a little bit healthier. Especially than this, but this is really, really good. So you cook those down. Once it starts to, I always cook the potatoes down first because they take a little bit longer to cook, and I don't like to overcook the onions because then the onions become a little bit more pronounced in the taste, and I kind of just want them just as a little subtle background. So add the onions and the garlic once you've cooked down the potatoes a little bit. And then you're going to mix that all together. And then after it's cooked down and really starts to brown, then this is when you will add the bacon. I forgot to film that part, so I'm just kind of telling you right now. Because the next scene that we go to, the bacon is already in the dish, which you'll see. But just add it once it's kind of starting to brown. Near the end stages of the dish. Okay, so now here is what it'll look like once it's kind of cooked down. And you see the bacon bits into it. So, and then you just add the chives right before you serve it. Just give it a quick stir, just kind of cook those in, and then this will be the final product. I thank you guys for watching my video. If you like the video, then be sure to like it here, and also leave comments, and I will see you the next time. And also be sure to visit my website. There's a link directly below if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're on my website, then obviously there won't be a link, but this will be in the blogging section of my website, which is www.shawnphillipslive.com, and then you'll see the cooking section. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and shoot me a comment, and I will see you guys the next time. Thank you.